Hi YouTube, it's me, the Shy Pianist, or Donald of for War Games, as you may know me by. So this is part 2 of the God deck deck profile, where I'll be showing some test hands, talking about its past, and discussing, or really saying what tech you can improve this with going forward after the ban list, as we all know that the level eater is going to be hit. So in this deck's case, there's like 8 cards to deal with the level eater, and sort of talking about how to sort of improve it from then on. So I'm just going to show some test hands. So just move that there a bit. To do some test hands of the deck, sort of show you how the deck works, or the sort of hands you're likely to see, as this deck is not really competitive play, and so with the test hands I'm going to show sort of a few turns after, show the plays, how it works essentially. So I'm going to do like 3 turn 1 and 3 turn 2 test hands, and here we go. So I'm just going to shuffle the deck first up and go from there. So already shuffled, and here we go. First test hand. So you can see this is the sort of hand you're looking at. It's not very, awesome or whatever. It's something that's sort of head turner to look at. But it's generally you're looking at very simple plays to go from to start off. So in this case, I would summon Marauding Captain, summon your Armageddon Knight, send your level eater, and that is it. This is the sort of extent of how the deck works. You're not combo heavy based at the moment, unless you're able to find some decks that do so. So back to your next turn, if they, monsters should still survive, you draw into Convulsion of Nature. By playing Convulsion of Nature, you sort of flip over and you can immediately see Marauding Captain ready to prep you up for next turn. In which, in the unlikely event that it happens, that your monsters still stay the same on the field, drawing into your Marauding Captain, suddenly special summon your level eater. Now with this, they can only attack into level eater, and keeping your warriors, alive for the next. Should it come to next turn, you can tribute all 3 of these warriors to then summon a god. So yeah, this is the deck essentially. You then, if you summon Ra instead, you can then level eater Ra to then summon a obelisk after, if you so choose to do so essentially. So let's just separate that. Yeah, so I'm probably expecting a few bricks, not gonna lie. This deck does have its fair share of high level monsters, but second test hand going first. There we go, there's your brick. You can't do anything with this, so all you're really able to do is just Convulsion of Nature and see that you got Metal Reflex Slime for your next turn. And then should it come back to your turn, you draw for turn, and you're gonna summon your Heretic Dragon. It's a control monster, and you set your Metal Reflex Slime, and there we go. Back to and next turn passes, nothing eventful. Hey ho. You draw in the Archfiend's Oath. So this is what the combo is, having Archfiend's Oath and Convulsion of Nature. You pay 500 with Archfiend's Oath, and you look at the top card. I declare Hardened Armed Dragon, and you look at the top card of your deck, it's Hardened Armed Dragon, and you add to hand. So that's how you would go. And then in this situation, particular unlikely situation, if you're playing in competitive play, I would discard an Obelisk to then special summon your Hardened Armed Dragon, and then activate your Metal Reflex Slime to special summon, and then you then tribute all 3 of your monsters to then summon the Obelisk in your hand. and because it's tribute summoned with Hardened Armored Dragon, it can't be destroyed by card effects, and so you've got a pretty good obelisk on the field from doing that. So that's test hand number 2 going first. So test hand number 3 going first. So yeah, so you can probably see already now that like this deck is made for fun. So in this case, I would summon your Armageddon Knight before doing anything and send your Level Eater to the graveyard. Which, if you saw, I have the other 2 in my hand, which is not ideal because you want them in the grave. And then, okay, you're in a situation of, okay, I'm going to play Archfiend's Oath, but what do you call? What would be the best card to call in this sort of blind situation of milling? The card I always go with is Convulsion of Nature, because you don't want to add Level E to hand, and once you actually add Convulsion of Nature, that's the card you can then proceed to combo off after. So I'll play 500 and look at the top card of my deck. It's Wormbait, so it goes to grave. So you basically, back to your next turn, I would set a Level Eater, or you can, if we ever get a Link monster, hey, the Dark Link, we can link those 2 up. If not, set for now and basically sit on the defensive, and then I'll call Convulsion of Nature again, and there you go, card trader. And then, more likely enough to happen, this is where things get a bit better, is that if you're able to summon Tragodia after taking some damage, and you're able to, that's it for their battle phase, back to your turn, you can grab your Wormbait, declare Convulsion of Nature again, so okay, it's not, and then using Level Eater, you revive back, and then using your other Level Eater, revive again. And then you can play your Wormbait, so giving you 2 additional tokens. So let's grab some tokens. So for now I just used my healthy Metaphors Electronite and Planetary Paradox. Oh, that's spoilers. Oh, okay. Well, and then tribute your tokens and a Level Eater to then summon Winged Dragon of Ra. There you go. So that's sort of how you're looking to play the deck. Using Level Eater, Wormbait, get your 2 tokens, and then tribute summon to a god. So going second, oops, keep hitting the camera. Going second, draw a 5, and then draw an extra card. So that's 4, there you go, and then draw for turn, going second. So in this situation, you can see that, yeah. Play your card trader first and summon your Warden Captain. So just like a previous turn 1 hand, summon your Armageddon Knight and send your Level Eater. Okay, and then back to your next turn should they survive. Draw for turn. Okay, standby phase, I would use card trader, so I would shuffle the Crit God of Light, because it's if you're this early in the game, it's going to be a dead card in your hand. So shuffle back in, draw a card back, and you've got Heretic Dragon of Tanuti. So of Tanut. Play your Convulsion of Nature after. Now, reason being, it's always nice to actually know. This helps with card trader. So let's say I set the Level Eater in hand, and then back to your next turn, should it come to case. When you draw for your Gold Sark, okay, you can see that you've got Gold Sark upcoming, and you're probably thinking it's probably not ideal to have. So you might shuffle the God back in, or the Heretic Dragon, shuffle it back into the deck, and then you cut, give your opponent a cut, and then you flip it over, then you draw. So you draw Mound-Bound Creators. So in this sense, you can now see your options for Gold Sark if you want to draw into Hardened Armored Dragon. If not, I would play Gold Sark, allowing you to then ditch out, let's say, I'll go for Obelisk, shuffle the deck again, and then you might get something better with your next turn, a Raigeki. So you play Mount Bound Creators, tribute all 3, and then summon your Ra, and pay life points if you have to. And yeah, that's how it is. So that's going second test hand 1. And test hand 2 going second. And we have I got that draw. You see? There's a break. So best you can really do, discard your I would discard the Creator God of Light to then summon your Hardened Dragon, or you can just normal summon because you don't really need to. And then, you know, either wait for next turn, past turn, and that's another brick again. Play your Raigeki, let's say, and then do another attack, draw for turn, and then you play Archfiend's Oath. I pay 500, I'll declare, in this case, it's still going to be Convulsion of Nature. You reveal the top card, enter Archfiend's Oath, and continue until, basically, you can pay 500, add your Trag, take some damage maybe, and then summon the Trag, and then therefore you got a 3k beat stick instead of your 15. But yeah, that's deck is very slow. Oh. My apologies. I keep hitting to the side. Okay, so let's shuffle back in. Third test hand. Here we go. 1. Hope for something better. Okay, so this is a bit. No, it's still bad. So, probably going second, you would special summon this if possible and set your level eater. And then back to your next turn. Okay, draws the level eater. Assuming either if you've taken damage, you obviously summon Tragodia. Otherwise, you're gonna be looking at your set again, or if not, you can link. You could link. I don't have, the only link monster I have is Warlord Dragon, but yeah, you could link, make a link monster, and then level eat back out, and then link again. But I didn't really intend to use this for link potential, as the whole idea is to just tribute summon your gods, essentially. Okay, Gold Sark. So, Gold Sark in this situation, you're probably going to want to actually get Metal Reflex Slime. Reason being, or Messenger of Peace. Reason being that because if you've already like tribute summoned in the next few turns or so, you would be able to then summon out another god at a later play, essentially. And draw for turn. And you've got one bait, so in this case you can play your one bait, tribute 2 tokens, tribute a level eater, and summon Slifer with 3k attack. And then back to next turn, so that's ready. So then here you can level eat Heretic Dragon, tribute all 3, summon Obelisk. And then back to your next turn, you draw, you get your Metal Reflex Slime, so you can set that. So if you've taken in the event that you've already taken damage, you know, you can summon your Tragodia. If they haven't already like destroyed it or whatever, and then level eat Tragodia, tribute those 3 for then your Ra, and then you tribute all 3 to summon the Creator God of Light, winning you the game. So yeah, that's how slow the deck really is. In terms of tech, we're taking out the level eaters, the Armageddon Knights, and the Worm Bait. So you're looking to put in cards like Card Advance, Ra's Disciple, and Double Summon, and stuff that gives you extra normal summons. You can even put the Brilliant Engine in. Let's see, what else? A bit of the history. For those who are interested, or how I came to make this deck, I initially came across it when on Dawn Network, a previous online, I guess, Yu-Gi-Oh! Simulator. My name tag was the Creator God of Light, and I came across a Yu-Gi-Oh! Dawn Network admin who also, who just challenged me and then played this sort of variant of the deck using Level Eater, Convulsion of Nature, and Archfiend's Oath, and then basically showing me when I was playing, I think, Madolche's. It wasn't fully OTK. It was mainly pure. So he had managed to had time to actually play level eaters and managed to have a good hand reviving level eaters, tributing them for a god card, and from then on it was it was pretty good from my standpoint, because I'm the creator of God of Light and the guy played a god deck to show. So that is it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, as always guys, happy dueling!